Plant lovers, what if I told you that a flower isn't always good news? Most of the time, a bloom means your plant is happy, healthy, thriving. But for the 10 plants on this list, a flower is something else entirely. It's a signal, a countdown, sometimes even a goodbye. These are the houseplants that bloom exactly once in their life, and when they finally do, it changes everything about how you need to care for them next. Some are quietly preparing to die. Others are just telling you they're mature, stressed, or finally getting the light they've been begging for. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening the moment you spot one of these blooms and exactly what to do about it. Let's get into it. 1. Sentry plant, Agave americana. The Sentry plant is one of the most dramatic examples of a one-and-done bloomer. It can take 10, 20, even 30 years before it ever sends up a flower stalk, which is exactly how it earned its name. When that towering spike finally shoots skyward, it means the plant has poured every last bit of stored energy into one final reproductive push, and the mother rosette will die once blooming finishes. As soon as you spot the stalk, start watching the base for small offset pups, which you can gently separate and pot up once they've grown their own roots, giving the plant's legacy a second life. 2. Foxtail agave, Agave attenuata. This softer, spineless cousin of the Sentry plant is a favorite for patios and bright indoor corners, and it follows the exact same monocarpic rule. A curved, fuzzy flower spike, nicknamed the Foxtail, is the plant's way of telling you this particular rosette has reached the end of its story. Once the blooms fade, cut the spent stalk back near the base and start looking for offsets forming around the plant's edges. Expect the mother plant to yellow and decline within 6 months to a year, while the pups you rescue can grow into full new agaves within 2 to 3 years. 3. Guzmania bromeliad. If you've ever received one of these as a gift, you know the vivid, long-lasting flower in the center is actually made of colorful bracts, not petals. But here's the catch. That colorful display is the mother plant's swan song, since bromeliads are monocarpic and this rosette will never bloom again. Let it enjoy the spotlight for months, and once it fades, watch the base for small pups. Once they're about a third the size of the mother, cut them free with a clean blade and pot them into fast-draining mix. The mother rosette will decline over the following 6 to 12 months, while the pups need 1 to 3 years to mature into blooming plants of their own. 4. Aechmea, silver vase plant. With its bold pink flower spike and silvery vase-shaped leaves, the Aechmea is another bromeliad following the same one-time bloom playbook. That striking color isn't the start of a repeat performance, it's confirmation that this rosette is finishing its life cycle. Let the bloom fade naturally, then separate any pups once they've developed several inches of their own root system. The mother plant typically declines fully within about a year, while its offsets take 2 to 3 years to reach blooming size themselves. 5. Tillandsia, air plant. These soil-free little plants belong to the same bromeliad family as the two above, so the same rule applies, just in miniature. A bloom, often a small colorful spike pushing out from the center, is a big deal because it means the mother plant's life is winding down. Keep up your usual misting or soaking routine as the flower fades, and look for tiny baby pups forming at the base. Leave them attached until they're at least a third the size of the parent before gently twisting them free. Expect the mother to brown and dry out over the following months, while the babies take roughly a year or more to reach blooming maturity themselves. 6. Hens and chicks, or sempervivum. This cold-hardy rosette succulent spreads by constantly producing little offsets, which is exactly why its bloom isn't as alarming as it looks. When one individual rosette, the hen, sends up a tall, unusual flower stalk, it's telling you that specific rosette has reached the end of its life, even though the surrounding chicks carry on completely unaffected. Once the flowering finishes, simply snip away the spent stalk and the fading rosette and let the offsets fill in the space naturally. That one rosette fades within weeks to a couple of months, but the colony as a whole keeps spreading and thriving indefinitely. 7. Corn plant, or Dracaena fragrans. This classic office and living room staple rarely blooms indoors, which is exactly why it's worth paying attention to when it does. A cluster of fragrant, sticky flowers usually means less the plant is dying and more the plant is mature and reacting to a shift, often being slightly root-bound or experiencing a change in light or temperature. If you're lucky enough to see it happen, enjoy the strong nighttime fragrance, then trim the spent flower stalk once it's finished and check whether the plant is due for a slightly bigger pot. The blooms themselves usually last just a few days to a week, and while that specific cane typically won't rebloom, the plant keeps growing normally overall. 8. Yucca cane. Closely related to the agave, the yucca is sturdy and sword-leafed, and an indoor bloom is uncommon enough that it's worth noticing. A tall flower spike usually signals that the plant is quite mature and has been getting more light or seasonal shift than it's used to. And for the specific cane that flowers, its active leaf growth tends to slow down afterward. Once the blooms finish, cut the flower stalk back to the cane and keep an eye out for fresh offset growth lower on the plant. The flowering itself lasts a few weeks, and while the whole plant survives just fine, that particular leaf's pace of growth often shifts for a while. 9. Snake plant, Sansevieria. Famous for surviving almost any neglect, the snake plant blooming indoors is considered a rare and exciting event. A cluster of pale, fragrant flowers usually means the plant is fairly root-bound or has landed on ideal, stable conditions. Some growers call it a mild stress response, others call it a sign of contentment, but either way, it's worth taking note of. Let the blooms run their course, they're fragrant at night and can drip a bit of nectar, so protect your furniture. Then trim the spent stalk and consider whether it's time to divide or repot. Blooming usually lasts 1 to 2 weeks, and while that individual leaf may slow down afterward, the plant as a whole is unharmed and keeps growing as usual. Ponytail palm, Bocarnia recurvata, not a true palm at all, but a succulent with a bulbous base and cascading leaves. The ponytail palm blooming indoors is extremely rare and usually only happens on bright, mature specimens that have been grown for many years. If yours ever sends up a plume of small flowers, take it as a reward rather than a warning. It means the plant is old, healthy, and getting excellent light, though it may pause its usual leaf growth for a little while afterward. Simply let the blooms run their course and trim the spent stalk once they fade. No special intervention is needed beyond your regular bright light, infrequent watering routine. Expect the flowering to last a couple of weeks, with normal growth picking back up again within a season. And there you have it, plant lovers. 10 houseplants where a single bloom tells you something much bigger than pretty flower. Some of these are quietly saying goodbye and asking you to save their pups, while others are just letting you know they're mature, comfortable, or ready for a bigger home. Either way, now you'll know exactly what's happening the moment you spot one of these blooms in your own collection. If you learned something new today, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow. Let me know down in the comments if any of your plants have ever surprised you with a once-in-a-lifetime bloom. I'd love to hear the story. And if you want more tips like this, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.